Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to JTV's Game of the Week. I'm Harry Ferrone, and we've got a tennis match for you today. Things just getting underway. Got Jackson Liberties, and that drops in for a winner, 15 love. Swayam Meta against Breck Memorial's Ada Murata. Swayam a freshman, Aiden a senior, and things just getting underway here. See our camera operators. That's Robin and Adriana on court with our players today, and our lipstick wide shot camera does most of the heavy lifting today. Pretty nice lob, and he kind of overhits that one, and it's 15 all. Generally speaking, when I give the score, it's always the server's score first. And you can keep track in that upper left-hand corner. Our graphics girl today knows tennis pretty well, so she's going to do a good job keeping up. First serve into the net. That'll bring up a second serve. And he's going to slice that nicely down the line for a winner, and it's 15-30. Pretty nice shot down the line, a little chip and charge. No need to take care of business at the net since it was unreturnable. Keep track of winners for you today. Aggressive chip. He comes in, and that's going to land in as well, and that's going to bring us to 30 all. Looks like Aiden Murata, a little aggressive today, likes to chip and charge. Probably played doubles at some point in his career. There's that chip. And we're back live. Pretty nice first serve. Murato's got a lot of spin on his ball. He's putting a lot of backspin. See how he handles that early over there on the other side of the court. Swayam seems to be fighting that for right now. First serve's good, and we've got our first deuce game. Let's see, when you get to deuce, folks, you have to win the next 2 points. So if the server wins the first point, it's advantage in. And apparently I lost track somewhere. And let's see. 1-0. Quite sure who won that. If you Taylor, if you know who won that last point, be sure to tell me. Players will switch ends now. Let's see. Second serve. Little chip there. That's going to pull him up a little bit. He tries to hit a short ball, and it's a winner. Both players now with a winner apiece, as that's going to get him at love 15. So replay a little dropper over there. Ah, sucker. Pushes that into the corner. Oh, he hits the dropper as well. He's going to back up on that. Hit it at his feet. And he drives it into the net, and it's 15 all. Used to love the drop shot. In my head, I always say, sucker! Only if it's a good one, though. 15 all. Players responsible for not only calling their own lines, but also collecting their own balls. This is no ball boys here or ball girls. Only at the bougie country clubs. Big serve, goes a little deep. Nice cross-court shot. Ooh, he runs it down. And Murata gets it to stay in. Little inside-out forehand. That might stay in. Does. And he's going to dip that one into the net. And it is 30-15. Here's a replay of that last point. And Mr. Noble found out that we indeed won the first game there, which tells us we are the white backgrounds. Be easy to keep track the rest of the way. Nice forehand on the return. Puts him in the corner. We hacks that across. That's a loss of winning. That's going to drive it a little bit deep. And it's 40-15, but a pretty fun point to watch. And, you know, something to think about here for Swayam. He's got to use that left hand for balance out there. I kind of use it like a rudder in the wind. It's really good for lining things up as well. Oh, really short second serve. And he smartly hits it back at his feet. Oh, goes for the big overhead and it's wide. And Morato now up 40-30. And Swayam hanging in there in this game. And if I didn't know better, I'd swear middle school's going to have a meet today here on our track. Marlboro, could be high school. And he comes away with the first serve ace. And things now even at 1 game apiece. Swayam to serve now. The sun has gone in, so sun not a factor anymore. We got a nice little bit of cloud cover, which is perfect tennis weather. Swayam kind of hits his serve with what's known as, it's going to land a little short, American twist, which means the ball's actually spinning left to right instead of right to left. A little trickier to hit, I suppose. And that's 15 all. I've tried to hit the American twist serve myself, but not so successful with it. But the grip that he uses makes that a little bit more possible. Nice return down deep into the backcourt. He's coming in. Ball's going to sail deep, and it's 15-30. Instincts from Morato to come to net. It's kind of fun. We don't see that too often at the high school level at first singles. Folks looking to come in, a lot of them are pretty content to hang back and grind things out at the baseline. Nice lob. He follows it in, and that should pretty much do the point. Oh, he runs it down. Oh, and he nets it to get us to 30 all. Morato set that point up nicely and then just kind of messed up the end there. It happens. Brings us to 30 all. Good job, T-Dog. Another good serve out wide, but that tough chip return. That's a floater. And he hits the dropper. I don't think that went over. Serve a little bit on the deep side. Doubles it up. And that's going to cost them the game as Swayam Meta goes down 2-1. Down a break of serve. So far, both players pretty even on winners here, 2-1, so nothing crazy going on there. I was watching the warm-up thinking to myself, hey, folks, we're going to have a close one for you today, and I have a sneaky suspicion that's going to be the case. Let's see, our resident flying ace, Dylan Gagriola, flying the drone today. There's a nice shot down the line. Ooh, I wonder who that is. Some nice work there. Good job, camera ops. That's Aiden Morato right there. Good camera work. Coming to the end of our school year as we're in the first week in May already. About 6 weeks of school left, which means we're going to be saying goodbye to quite a few of our crew people. Looking for younger folks to step in and step up. That ball's going to be netted. That's love 15. People always ask, is it a sad time every year? Well, is it sad? Is it not sad? It's the way it's supposed to be, folks. After 33 years in teaching, you're used to kids coming in, making their mark and leaving. So I don't know that it's sad, but it's simply a part of the process. Always happy when our kids move on. Hopefully the bigger and better things or just new experiences. A little bit of a floater there, and this will probably end the point right here. He's gonna, oh, he nets it. It's gonna be love 30 as Swayam looking to get his break right off the bat. Nothing like break in. Best time to break is after you've been broken. You want to break right back, send a message, I'm not going anywhere. Beautiful serve. Nice return. Chip and charge. Oh, I think he, oof, just missed. I'd like to see the replay on that. Oh yeah, that was deep. 15-30. And he tries to sweep that one out, and it's going to take us to 15-40. And Swayam Mehta with a chance to break serve here. Nope, Adriana, one of our camera operators, acting as ball girl. Good job, Adriana. Good return. There's that up. They're playing it safe, hitting up the middle, lowest part of the net, right down the center. Let's see who's going to blink first here and try and, there we go. He tries to move it, but it's going to go wide, and that's 30-40. Morato hanging in there in this game. Still a chance to break here from Mehta. And that first serve went into the tape. That's second serve, so that's going to hand him the game, and it's 2-2 as he breaks right back. Double duty today. We'll be covering the Jackson School District Board meeting tonight, 6 p.m. A big one. They'll be discussing the budget tonight. Be sure to tune in. Or come on down, see what's going on. That's a nice chip and charge. Very effective. Love 15. That ball stays in. And there's that chip and charge again. He's in a good position. Goes for the lob, and that goes wide. 15 all. Like the instincts here. Morato's got good instincts trying to get into that net and these points. And 30-15. I know you're probably thinking to yourself, wasn't that wide? Well, it's not out unless he calls it out. Oof, that one just misses. That was going to hit a nice spot. Good cross-court angle, but it's going to sail a little wide. Just like that, 40-15. Mehta with a chance to get his nose out in front here. Things currently sitting at 2-2. Lots of wicked spin on that. 40-30. Again, that's kind of part of that is read and react. You've got to watch the motion of the racket and also keep an eye on the ball to see how much backspin is actually on it. Nice serve. Mehta's in a nice groove now on that first serve. That's going to sail, but good idea. That's going to put Swayam Mehta up 3-2. Take a look at that last point. Ball gets chipped and it just sails deep. I mean, he had the right idea. He was looking to pin him back deep in that backhand corner, which honestly is a really good place to pin somebody. It's really hard to not float a ball when it gets hit into that corner spot. You really don't come up with a strong hit back usually. Tennis, like a lot of sports, is a game of momentum. So Swayam 2 games in a row. See if he can capitalize on the mo and keep it going here. As players are both back on serve. That was a nice first serve. Had a lot of action on it. It's also a first serve ace because he whiffed it. Take a look at the replay on that. The ball had a lot of action on it. I was watching him warm that up today, and he really likes to hit that slice serve. And he kind of gets another free point out of that. It's 30 love here. He comes back with a slow first serve. And remember, if the ball hits the tape, lands in the service box, you do get another serve. A lot of spin on that one. Really got to keep yourself low on these shots. That's a nice shot. Had he closed in, that would have been an easy ball to pick off at the net. But because he backed up, it just opens up the court and basically resets the point. Good drop shot. And he lived to fight another day. Survives it. Way to hang in there. And he's up 40 love. Yep, our instant replays acting a little wonky today. Good first serve, lots of spin. And that's 15-40. You got your points backwards there, young lady. It's the other way around. And, oh, he's got the easy overhead, but what he did is he points at the ball, but I guess you were right. That's game. 3 games apiece. When you got to reach up with that non-dominant hand. What that does is pointing at the ball keeps your front shoulder up, doesn't allow you to drop down. When you drop down, you end up driving the ball into the net, which is kind of what you just saw. Second serve. And it's 15 love. Good first serve. It's going to sail wide. 30 love. Meta and Murata both tied up at 3 apiece right now. There's that first serve into the tape. Definitely want to clear those balls out from under your feet. And that's going to sail deep, get us to 30-15. If a ball rolls on from the side court next to you, you can stop play and reset the point. But if it comes out of your own pocket or it's your own ball, you're on your own. That's 40-15, pretty nice point. As Swayam's making Aiden Murata kind of run on the court here. Gets that in a good spot and gets him to hit it out. Takes a swing and it comes down, and that's game. Meta's gonna go up 4-3. Players will switch ends. 2 pretty quick games. And this one is kind of living up to the early hype here, and that it's a pretty even match. Just a good look at those Liberty courts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 courts. There used to be a fence between the courts 3 and 4, which I kind of liked. I kind of liked it a lot when I coached here because it was a nice way of segregating teams. Could run your JV practice on the 3, run your varsity on the other 3. It kind of kept the balls from traveling too far, but when they redid the courts, they took that center post out, probably because it was just, honestly, it was probably just easier to resurface if you took them out. Liberty, I think, has been resurfaced now for about 2 seasons. And these courts usually last about 10 maybe before you need to resurface. Little repaint and resurface. The cracks will start to develop. Just met a couple of interns here from one of the middle schools. They're going to hop on the bus and chat with Mr. Noble. On a changeover in high school tennis, you are allowed to talk to your coach on changeovers, which is what's going on right now. Pretty close match. You can see Coach talking with Aiden, getting some words of wisdom there from Coach. Coach is usually traveling between his courts, kind of keeping an eye on the matches he thinks are going to be the closest to add in whatever bit of coaching he can to affect a positive outcome. Break up, 15 love. And that one's going to go into net. That'll make it 30 love. One of the great tennis movie catchphrases there, love means nothing. Oh, good. Just got a FaceTime call from my granddaughter. She'll be hitting tennis balls another year. Bricknell up. Wins that game, and we're at 4-all. Ooh, the dreaded 9th game. Pretty nice serve, a little deep. Bring up a second serve, a little bit of pressure on it. Drops it in. Nice short ball. Ooh, well hit ball down the line. That's the one he's got to come in on. And that'll cost him. That is love 15. You know, it's funny when you watch this back on tape, the players will see these patterns start to develop. And they really can use tape to make some adjustments in their own game. A lot of players at this level pretty content to stay back on the baseline. They're kind of afraid to move up. Love 30. They'd rather hang back. They don't want to get lobbed. As they get more experience, they'll tend to take advantage of balls that float across the net a little bit more. Both of these guys play very fast, though. That's a little bit of a floater. Stayed in, though. Ooh, that's love 40 as Maeda in some trouble here. Down love 40 in this game. All important, nice game, 9th game here. Hit off his back foot. A little breezy down that end. Nice first serve to start it. Inside out forehand. And that's going to go deep, and that's game. They're going to switch ends, but here's the deal. Morato now up 5-4 and serving for the set. Serving for the set. Remember, in tennis, they expect you to hold your serve, which means you're supposed to win your own serve. You can see here on court 2, Jonathan DeBow. I have him period 4. He's on court 2 playing some second singles. And let's see, it looks like he is, it's hard to tell, maybe down 1-0 in the second set maybe. But here on court 1, things are pretty tight. And Morato's gonna serve. He's got the first set on his racket, as we say. Coach Pags doing a fine job there. And underway. Hits a big spinner. Oh, play has shifted as Morato's looking to just keep the ball in play, and that's going to cost him as he goes down love 15. Quite 100% sure what Mr. Noble's up to, but he looks guilty. Love 30 now. Ooh. Both players not doing a good job of holding their own serves of late. Ball stays nice and low. Pretty good forehand. Just
30-40 for serve.
Nice forehand.
Why did I hit that?
Oop. Comes in. Oh, once again. Part of that's pretty much all of that is all that mistake. When you take a look at it, it's pretty much mechanics of the shot. You really got to keep that front shoulder up. You want to get it into that trophy position. Keeps your chin up too, and double fault there. Takes us to 15-30. You know, in these close matches, it comes down to who plays the big points better than their opponent. First serve a little deep. And he tries to hit that down. There's pretty much no place on this court that you can hit the ball down. 30-40. Good aggressive forehand. And that's going to go wide. And that's game, and things are all tied up at 5 apiece. 55. Old speed limit. Little Sammy Hagar action. And we'll see that drop in. Drops in a little wide, and it's 5-5. First service a little deep. And that backhand's going to go deep. Love 15. Second serve. It's going to go wide. Live to fight another day, 15 all. Instead of going for the overhead there, he kind of pushed it back. 15 all. First serve's wide. That's going to go a little deep. 15-30.
One more.
Most players will not step up to the line and serve without 2 balls. Not a good idea. We want to go hunting for ball number 2. Here's a replay of that point. Sails a little deep, you can see it.
15-30.
Wind's picking up out here. $15.40. Again, both players not holding serve well at all. Oh, he keeps that in. And that takes us to 30-40. Got to win by 2 games here, so even if Met is able to hold on here, he's going to have to win a 7th game anyway. Good first serve. Nice return. Court's wide open, but he can't take advantage, and that takes us to deuce. 40 all. And at 40 all, exciting wind all of a sudden getting vicious out here. Coaches looking around too going, what's going on? I don't know where this wind come from all of a sudden. I don't know. Little tornado, little hurricane, what do we got going on here? Little Jackson wind. A little wide. That one somehow stays in. That one catches the line. And into the tape it goes. Advantage out. And out means Brick wins this point. He wins the game. If Liberty wins the point, it goes back to deuce. This could go on forever. It's basically like Groundhog Day. Pretty nice first serve. And that's going to take us back to deuce. That one catches the tape. Second serve. That one's going to be a tough shot. Hits it down the line. Oh, what a nice slice. He's going to try and hit it over his head. First successful overhead for up, but that one's going to fail and it's going to go out. That's advantage out for a second time this game. Oh yeah. Just got confirmation on that big win that came by a few minutes ago. Good serve and return. Oh, what a shot. That's probably going to sail. That's going to take Murata to game 6, up 6-5 now. He's going to serve for the set. Anywho, the big wind just got reported in from our graphics girl Taylor. Just let me know that Mr. Noble heard that there was a sale on ground beef across the way there and ripped out of here so quick that it basically caused a disturbance in the force, if you can imagine. Oh, and may the 4th be with you. A little late, but may it be with you as well. 6-5 here. You can put those game scores all the way out on the left if you want. Ooh, good first serve into the body. He's up 15-love. Oh, nope. Called it. Yeah, that's it. Yep. Nope. 30-love. Meta in a little bit of trouble here. Murata can see the light at the end of the tunnel here in set number 1. You'll see here he kind of hits a floater here, but Swayam just opens up that racket face and the ball sails, gets away from him. Thanks for that fine replay. Second serve. Guess that one caught the tape, so that's a let. He'll get a second serve. Goes for the big one there. Gets it in. Murata knows he's got him on the rust. That's a nice shot down the line to go up 40-love, and it's set point. Or, I missed a point somewhere. That is the set. And Murata is going to take that first set. 7 games to 5. And I told you guys after watching the warm-up, I thought this was going to be a close one, and I was not kidding. Good match so far, played by both players. It's always nice to see 2 players that are around the same skill level playing each other. Makes for a much more entertaining match. I mean, for instance, you wouldn't want to see a tennis match between myself and, let's say, Mr. Noble. Yeah. That would kind of be like Andre Agassi playing a 3-year-old. Not so entertaining to watch. All right. Swayam's got to regroup here. Get that second set started. Opens up with a good first serve. Catches the tape, down love 15. Just remembering I left my pretzels on my desk. Thanks for the replay. First serve, a nice one again. And he gets the leaping overhead to go up love 30. Murata showing those skills up there at the net. I'm going to stand by my guess here that Murata used to play doubles. That's my guess. And 15-30. One of the longest points of the match so far. Nice short ball, pulls him in.
30.
He's gonna hit it back to that backhand. And he's gonna come in and stay up. Nope, hits the dropper, and a dropper for a winner. To quote my good friend, John McEnroe. Actually, not John McEnroe. He used to call it the dropper. There's the dropper, there it is, the dropper. Tough stuff. Ooh, aggressive at the net, and he puts away another one, and that's gonna be a quick game here as Murata very aggressive out of the gate here. Up 1-love early in set number 1. Players will switch ends as the wind continues to blow here out of the northwest. Not to be confused with one of Kim's children. So the replay. Big night last night out in Hollywood or wherever the heck the Met Gala is. Where is that? Is that New York? That would make sense. Zendaya wooing people last night with 2 outfits. I believe she had 2 dresses on last night. The only video I actually saw was of Chris Hemsworth in a white tux. Thor looked good. Ooh, he pushes that a little deep. You know, some of those chip balls are going to start sailing because of the wind there. I'm feeling like that's 15-30. Yeah, they called that one out.
Just a little weather update for you, Fron. Winds are currently coming out of 100 degrees at a steady 8 knots, gusting to 14. Yeah, so that's your aviation weather update of the day.
I'll keep that in mind if I fly to Memorial later for the board meeting.
Ah, yes, the board meeting. That's going to be
what's your take on this one, sir? This is Mr. Noble, by the way, joining us here.
On the tennis match or the board meeting? Which one?
Let's chat about the board meeting, sir.
Well, my take on it is that I think every Jackson resident needs to come out and voice their opinion about how much they value the school and the programs and everything that your child is offered in the district, because almost everything is on the chopping block and can go away quickly, including theater and sports and AP classes and even JTV. So everything is everything could possibly be cut. Take another look at the replay here, which just happened.
Pretty good point.
I think we're back again. So yeah, I think everyone should come out, because if the state takes over our district, there's no telling what's going to happen, but I can tell you that it will not be good, because we've already, I've seen crazy cuts here already in the last couple of years. We've already lost so much stuff that was amazing for our students, technology-wise. I mean, we're working with the same computers in our TV studio for, they're anywhere from 8 to 12 years old, which, as you know, in the real world is not something that ever happens. So there's a lot of things that we're struggling with these days already. So if the state comes in and cuts more stuff, we are going to be in dire straits. So yeah, so I think everyone should come out and tell their story about how the education we provided here was valuable to them and their children, and hopefully we can get the state to realize that we are already tightly run. We don't waste money around here. Heck, we don't even. Yeah, our supervisors are doing 100 jobs as it is right now, and it's just going to get worse.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things, you know, when you look at what towns are looking to do, like how you attract new residents to your town, one of the key ways people do that is by, when you have kids, you're looking at, hey, what kind of school system do they have? You know, and one of the things people will look at hard is, what are the opportunities that my kids are going to have at whatever school they're going to? As the Liberty up 30-15 here. you know, and you hate to see opportunities disappear. We've seen some amazing students in here over the years truly take advantage of the many opportunities that kids have had. We're talking musicians, filmmakers, artists, science kids, you name it. There's so many different opportunities for kids. We hate to have stuff like that go away.
Yeah, I agree. And it's you know, not to get, won't get political on it, but just looking at the funding formula is kind of crazy. They actually increased state aid to schools by $900 million, which is a total of something like $1.7 billion overall in schools. And, you know, Atlantic City got an additional, you know, $125 million. Newark got an additional $82 million. Let's see, just looking through the list here. Pleasantville City, an extra, you know, I mean, just go down the list. It's crazy. An extra $5 million. So we're looking at all these numbers, and then you know, Jackson and several other districts. You know, we've lost $30 million in aid over the last 3 years, even though our population's changing, and we're struggling. Apparently, we aren't yelling loud enough because it's the cuts are still coming. You know, when some districts are getting over $100 million in aid, and we're getting slashed down. It's pretty unbelievable how that formula could be found effective in any way.
Yeah, I think that seems to be the consensus at a lot of places. Schools like Bricktown and Toms River also affected locally, as well as that ball sails deep. That'll take us to deuce. Yeah, so come out tonight and voice your opinion and listen to what's going on. And, you know, one of the great things about having a local, having your school kind of locally controlled and run is that folks actually, you know, you do have a voice. It's your school. And back to tennis here. That ball's going to sail deep, and we're at advantage out, it looks like to me.
Actually, I'm just looking at the list. We took the 4th largest cut out of the, how many school districts in the state? Like
Nice
600? We took the 4th largest cut at $4.5 million loss this year. The only districts to lose more than us are Lenape, Cherry Hill, and Long Branch, who, you know, Cherry Hill and Lenape took basically the same amount of hit we did, and Long Branch a little bit more than we did. But Long Branch gets almost $50 million from the state, where we only get like $20 million. So percentage-wise, we took quite a considerable more hit than Long Branch did.
And he's going to push that one deep to go 40 all. I was speaking with some kids, or somebody, Ducey is right. Somebody asked me the other day about how the school formula works. It might have been my son, actually, now that I think about it. And, you know, I kind of told him it's a combination of local money and state funding. And, you know, it's tricky how, you know, the funds are allocated. So folks have been complaining, and I know our administrative team has been very vocal about changes that need to be made to that S2 formula, and doing the best we can here.
All right, well, as part of our JTV mentorship program, we have middle school kids that are starting to come in, and we do a big internship session at McCullough and Getz a few times a year. And we have a couple students that just joined us, so I'm gonna have them sit in and commentate with you for a little bit. Frone, just to fill the dead space of tennis, and also to get them some experience commentating. So I'm gonna pass it off. I'll introduce themselves and chat a little bit about tennis.
Sounds good. All right, so I'm joined by a noob. What's your name, buddy?
Aris.
Aris, good to see you, pal. You a fan of the game of tennis?
I mean, yeah, I play sometimes.
All right, very good. Well, listen, we had a close one here. The first one went 7-5 to the brick player. It's going to sail deep. That'll be, and Murata's up 3-0 now in set number 2. So it's getting interesting out here. The wind has settled a bit, you're right. was really gusting before. Look at that shot right at his feet. Oh, pretty good lob, but didn't get it up high enough. And he's going to push. Nope, that stayed in. Must have caught a line there. Murata really chopping and dicing that ball. Really relies a lot on his chip. Oh, it's a nice one. That's going to die. Yep. And I think that might take us back to deuce again. This is about our 4th deuce. And it is. Of course, when we get to deuce, you know, you've got to win 2 points in a row. So that's where sometimes these games go on for pretty long.
Yeah.
You know,
It could basically go on forever.
it actually could. We've seen some pretty long ones over the years. That's a pretty nice forehand right there. Let's see if he can end this point. Oop, he's coming in. Almost gets lobbed. He's going to back up now after that. Good forehand. Sometimes it can be pretty frustrating when you're facing human backboard. Oh, that's going to sail deep. It's going to be advantage in. That's the advantage to the server here. He's down 3-love, so he really needs this game.
Yeah.
He's been fighting to hang on in this one.
Hits the net.
Oh, what a chip. Oh, but he got it. Oh, it's the framer. I think he got that. That might have been his first solid overhead of the day, and it couldn't have come at a better time as he comes away, wins the game. Now, the big question is, what are these guys going to do about game? I might have missed one somewhere. Let's find out in a second, because 3 and 1 does not equal an odd number. I know I've been out of middle school for a while there, but I don't think 3 and 1's an odd number, is it?
No, it is not.
Could be 4-1 or 3-2. Let's see once Swayam moves out of the way. Let's see if he resets those cards for us. Oh, it's 2-1. I missed something somewhere. And he's down only 1-2. Not too shabby. As John DeBow is heard in the distance, that would be Jackson with 1. Brick with 2. Can hear John DeBow in the distance there,
Yeah.
grimacing as he dumped the basket of balls that rolled everywhere. And that is 15 love. You know what love stands for in tennis?
Yeah, it's 0.
It is 0. Very good. And that's 30 love. Do you watch any tennis on TV?
No, I
Not too
don't.
much? Okay, it's all right. Yeah, I'm going to bring in your buddy here, Captain Marvel. He's got the Marvel shirt on. You know I'm going to be asking him who his favorite Marvel superhero is. That question's coming. Nice forehand. Good spinner there. All right, who we got?
Caden.
Hi, Caden. Caden, that's a good lob right there. Oh, it stays in. What a shot. That's going to go wide. And it is now 15-30, or 30-15, I should say. Stand corrected. So, okay, we opened up the can of worms, buddy. Who's your favorite Marvel character? What do you got?
Spider-Man.
Who's your guy? Spider-Man, really? I'm gonna try and guess. I got a pretty good team on the bus here. I'm gonna try and guess what they would say about their perspective superheroes as that goes a little bit deep. No, was that? I'm not sure who won that point. Couldn't hear the score there either, but I think it's 40-15. I think 30 all. We'll take it. If I had a guess, that's gonna go deep. Overhit that a bit. 30-40. Nope, that's game. I thought so. And Murata now up 3-1. I'm gonna have to guess. If I had to guess who my director's favorite Marvel superhero is, I'm gonna go with Iron Man. Director Mr. Noble thinks it's Wonder Woman. So what do you got, Kyla? Deadpool. I should have realized that. Marvel character.
I wonder why it's not
Eh.
even Marvel.
I have to admit that I am looking forward to seeing Deadpool and Wolverine together, though. I think a lot of us are. First serve into the tape. And a nice chip and charge, but he didn't charge, stayed back, played it safe. Oh, did he get it? He got it. That's not coming back. Oh, he got it. Oh, goes deep, called it out. That is 15 all. I wonder if Kyla could tell me who my favorite superhero is.
We didn't open up registration yet.
They are apparently taking a survey on the bus, discussing this in great detail right now.
Okay, take a look on that. They might have opened it already.
What do you think it is, Caden? I mean, you've only met me for 30 seconds now, so you're
I'm
at a
gonna say
disadvantage.
Captain America.
Captain America. Okay, duly noted. I'll write that down.
He's met you more than 30 seconds.
15. It is not Spider-Man, Miss Kyla. No, negatory. What about no? I do like them, though. They said Thor. Nice little dropper there. That's going to take us to 15:30. No. We're talking Marvel characters here. I am a huge fan of Tony Stark and Iron Man. Correct. Like his story arc. 15:40 here. Oof, that one dropped in at the last second. That one's going to stay in. Oh. Oh, it's the little dropper. That's probably going to drop in. It does. And let's see what that takes us to, because I think I have the score wrong here. All us talking superheroes, I lost track. It's 15. I thought he said 30, 40 maybe. Games are correct, 3-1. And that might be the end of that game. Yep. As Morado goes up 4-1. And we're swapping folks again here. All right, we're going to put it on you now, my friend. Favorite, what do you got? Favorite Marvel superhero?
Ooh, it's gonna have to be. I'm gonna say Iron Man.
You like Iron Man too?
Yeah.
Solid, my friend. I do like Thor a lot, though. I think his
Yeah,
movies are a lot
he's-
fun.
He's cool.
You know what my favorite line from a Thor movie is?
Get help.
No, it's a friend from work.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good one. You know, some kid wrote that, right?
I did not know
Yep. Some
that.
kid said, hey, they were at this, you know, he was a kid from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The kid was there. They let him on the set. And the kid yelled out, he said, hey, you know, it'd be a funny line. And then he said it, and the writers were like, yeah, let's dare to try it. And sure enough, he got his line in the movie, which is kind of awesome if you ask me.
Yeah.
Pretty super cool there. Yeah. And, you know, players are allowed to talk to their coaches here. He's down 4-1. He's going to want to consult the Swami over there to see if he could help him come up with an answer here.
All right.
4-1.
Serves up. Hit the tape.
Hammered for a winner. Let's put that in the winner department right there. That's going to be Love 15. New tennis movie out right now called Challengers with Zendaya. Might need to check that one out. My compadre, Mr. Noble over here, saying that he worked on that. Love 30. Ooh, ball into the tape. That's going to sit up. I like the idea of trying to hit through that ball,
Yeah.
but go over the lower part of the net, hit that baby cross court. 15-30. I've got some favorite tennis players over the years. Been watching a lot of tennis in the last 30, 40 years, so you know, if you kick it old school, you got John McEnroe.
Yeah.
And I went through a pretty long phase with Andre Agassi, one of my favorites all time. Kind of copied my game after his, to be honest. Oh, there's the invoice for it. Let's check that out. Indeed. Indeed. Recent days, there's Roger Federer. I went through a Roger Federer phase too. And then, of course, Djokovic has been the man about town for the last 10 years.
That was a nice curveball.
Oh, just the old sat on the top of the net. And just makes it over a little short. I believe that brings us up to 15-30, I think. Nice first serve. You can see here, I don't know about you, but Swyam's definitely picked up the pace that he's hitting now, being more aggressive.
Yeah.
Oh, the floater just over his head, but I like it. I like the aggressive play. I'm a big first strike player.
Yeah.
You know, pressure on your opponent, make him make mistakes. Because, you know, tennis and you know, in the long run really doesn't come down to who hit the most winners in most cases. It comes down to who makes the most errors, you know?
Yeah.
That's who's going to lose. That serve is deep.
He
There's
hits
that
it.
aggressive forehand again. Got to come in and try and catch that above your waist. Don't let
That's
it drop.
out.
It's going to go wide, though. That's going to bring us up on 30-40. 30-40 I'm going to go with here. Well, my crack scorekeeper thinks it's add out. I'll go along with that. Pretty good first serve. Oh, that ball just took off when it landed.
Still in.
Oh, hits the clean winner.
Got him on that one.
Picks up that game. That's a big one. That's going to take us to 2-4. Boy, he need that one. And Swyam, tell you, a little change of strategy in that game. Got more aggressive, you know. He kind of looked at the tennis ball the way Mr. Noble looks at a piece of steak. Went after it. I have respect for that. Now the issue is can he sustain it? We're gonna find out. Oh, he tries to get the dropper, but it lands a little short, and that's love 15. I like to keep track on paper because my memory isn't what it used to be.
Serves up. Good serve. Lobs it.
That's. I didn't see his finger go up. But did it look deep to you?
Yeah, it looked a little deep.
I'm going to say it is 15 all then because, just because it looked deep. Pretty good serve. Goes for the lob. Overhead mechanics need some attention over there. It's going to sail deep. That will take us to 30-15, I believe. Nope, 15-30. I stand corrected. Nope, that landed on this side. That is 1540. Or that was game. Makes it 5-2. Swam in a bit of trouble here, as he's going to try to stay in this match.
Yeah, he needs to stay alive.
He does. He's going to need to play. You know, one thing I love about tennis is you really can lock in and play 1 point at a time.
Yeah.
Focus on 1 point at a time. Don't look ahead. I've seen some pretty miraculous turnarounds on a tennis court. And the win firmly with the server on this side. The other side of the court, when you're against the wind like this, and that's a nice shot deep in the... Those types of balls are going to run off the court, but when you're hitting against the wind, it's kind of fun because you can pretty much hit it as hard as you can, and it stays on the court.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
unless
really
you're an
fun.
inexperienced player, you hit with the racket face wide open, and then the ball would just sail deep.
Yeah, Swam's gonna focus and figure it out 1 point at a time.
That's it. This is sage advice from you. Oh, he hits the dropper. Ah, but just misses. What a good idea, though. It's going to cost him. Down now 30 love. Morado just 2 points away from ending this sucker.
I'm gonna hand it over to Caden now.
You got it. You did a good job. Thank you. Nice shot by Swam. Good return. Oh, Murata kind of overhit that one. 1 point at a time. That's the key, right?
Yeah.
So what shot is the only shot in tennis you have complete control over?
I have no idea.
It is the serve. That stayed in. Oh, and he missed that. And it's 30 all. Oh, I think he got a little confused because he didn't think that ball was going to stay in, Caden. Then it stayed in, and he is just...
So I heard
Same.
Mr. Noble's a much better tennis player than you. Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely. In that little-known universe called Bizarro Land. You know, kind of like on that TV show that with that crab that lives under the sea or whatever his name is. Was he a sponge?
Oh, Spun.
Yeah, on opposite day. Yeah, on a day where the sun means the rain, absolutely. Ooh, serves a little deep. He's up. Down. Good aggressive forehand. That's going to be trouble. Keeps it in play. Backed up. We got a match point here. Nice little dropper. Oh, he just misses it. That's going to take us to deuce-deuce. A little deuce-deuce. I mean, there are some things that Mr. Noble is better than me at. Consuming food. I have met my match. I think he's a better cook than I am. Oh, that's a good shot, too. Just wide. That's going to be advantage out. Ooh, pressure's on here. This is match point. Goes for the big serve out wide, misses. Brings up the second serve. Get it in. Yes. It's good. And that's it. That ball is going to be driven into the net. And they are still standing around. So I guess we're back to deuce. I must have missed something. They must have called one out. It's really hard to hear them from here. They aren't the loudest callers there, Caden. Oh, that's a pretty good shot. Catches the tape. It's going to bring up advantage out. And this is for show. For show. Match point. Oop, a little wide. And second serve's good. And that is going to sail out. And that's going to wrap up today's match as Aiden Morados going to come away with the second set 6-2. Goes on for the 7-5, 6-2 win over Swayam Meta. But what a good match, folks. We really got treated to a good one here. Nothing like watching two evenly matched players battle it out. And Murata goes home the victor today. And it looks like they're up. It looks like Brick Memorial's up 2-love right now. With looks like both doubles teams are still playing, singles are playing. So the verdict's still out on this one. But best of luck to both teams. We are going to step aside. We need to break down and head on over to Jackson Memorial to get you all coverage of that important Jackson District School Board meeting tonight. So on behalf of
Caden
and myself, Mr. Fromm, thanks for tuning in to today's JTV Game of the Week. And we'll see you
next time.
there it is. Hold on.